Shonda clears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The shot that clears will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Alabama's offense will get the first possession of the game.
No, you can't do that. Why are you trying to save him? Belinda, he's never going to change. Don't you see that? He's never going to change. I'm not trying to save him. I'm trying to save you. He'll never take this.
Here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Heaves it deep. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, shot to clear. What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's off to the races. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The shot to clear's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on third down for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down. But if you don't, you better find your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally, don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
And the shot to clears are flying down the field. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great field. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fast motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give to the back. Using the spin move. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys. And there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Offense in a split backfield. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the shots it clears are in the hurry up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pressure comes, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
So the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. New set of downs after that completion. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grab goes the middle. It's Young. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already... They've got over 200 yards thrown.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Tide.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. This time on target. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
That was and that's what I was about to say. I don't know what to do.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
How'd she get that? Did it automatically just come back to her? That's crazy.
Scout is protected by Simparica Trio, and he's in it to win it.
Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
So she has to have it.
It's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Black girl and the white girl both
Down
bitches.
quickly, minimal gain here, still a bit short of the first down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Jefferson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board and trip to the house.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly. How about that? There and force the incompletion.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got room at the 35. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Alabama! What a grab and go for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Out of the shotgun on third down. Back open in the middle. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the shot to clear is moving quickly to the line. He wants to pass it on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The shot that clears had this offense rolling. He'll come out throwing on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal.
And he's got that by-you speed, like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. This offense, nice throw, nice catch.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll go to the air. Feeling some heat. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They've got it to a two-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
The sure hands, it's Riley.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Takes it on the shovel. Gets away from one, finds room. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the shot that clears will hustle to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll let one go down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. Looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
He'll set up to throw. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Here comes that Alabama offense.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side. Giving him his pads. Refuses to go down, keeps those legs churning. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
there are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Tide with the 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Bama! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this